going to decide what visits you're taking and when?
Well, I have a Final Five right now. I'm down to Oregon State, Florida, Ohio State, Georgetown, and Kansas. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take all 5 of those. Right now, that's the plan. I'm going to take all 5 of my officials.
And is it you said this your Final Five? Because I remember, we've talked a number of times. You've had, say this is my 5 or this is my 6, but it was never final. Because you put the word final in there, does that mean there's no chance any other school can get involved?
There's a very limited number of schools that can get involved. There's a few schools that can call me, and I may give them a look.
The ones that people can assume.
Yeah, yeah. But other than that, I'm pretty sure that's my Final Five.
Georgetown and Kansas, or Georgetown more so, is a recent addition to your recruiting mix. How did that feel when Georgetown called you up and said they wanted to recruit you?
I felt pretty good. They've been talking to my father and Coach Slaughter a lot. So when I heard that, it was pretty cool. Georgetown obviously has the great history. Even recently they've been to Final Fours, been deep in the tournament. So it felt good.
And then Kansas is also kind of a newer addition to that list. I know they've been a little bit involved, but now they're getting serious. Have they offered a scholarship yet?
They haven't offered a scholarship. Georgetown and Kansas are the new guys, so I'm just getting to know them.
And had you been a fan of Kansas beforehand? Because like Sharon Collins was on there, whatever.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Kansas. Pretty much since Julian Wright and Sharon went there. I liked them when they actually I didn't like them when they won the championship. I was a Derrick Rose fan, but other than that, I've always been a Kansas fan.
Yeah, and now you're a high academic kid. You get very good grades. Georgetown's obviously one of the elite academic institutions in the country. There are a lot of, other schools on your list are good ones, but not necessarily Georgetown academics. Say comparing Kansas to Georgetown, there's a significant drop off. Is that something that's going to factor into your decision?
I don't know yet. I haven't looked at the schools that in depth. So when I do go visit, I'm sure I'll talk to some of the academic people, and we'll talk about that. I'll look more deeply into that as the recruiting process goes on.
And now, to the naked eye, someone could look at your list and say, well, 4 of those schools are perennial contenders, and one of them is, an up-and-coming program that isn't necessarily traditionally in the same class with those ones. And on message boards and things like that, I've seen people say, just speculation, nothing that's coming from your mouth, like, Oregon State, that's nothing. He's only saying them because he's trying to be nice to his friend Ahmad or whatever. But I know Oregon State's been on you for a long time. You have a good relationship with the staff you visited there. Tell me what's appealing for you about Oregon State and why they've been on your list through and through.
Well, like you said, I've developed a really good relationship with the staff. Coach Robinson, Coach Pomeman, Coach Stewart. They've been right in there since the very beginning. So I think that's mostly what I really like about them. I really trust them as a staff. And then also what you said, they're an up-and-coming program. They're in the Pac-10. They ever since Coach Robinson's got there, they've been winning more and more games. So they have a good class coming in this year with their 2010 class. Ahmad, of course, being the connection to me. But there's just an up-and-coming program in the Pac-10 with coaching staff that I really like. So they're just as high up there as anyone.